Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy and I'm here today to share some things I've been working on lately, and maybe just a really teeny tiny tutorial on what I've been doing. So as you know, if you watch some of my previous videos, I've been going to garage sales and kind of finding some nice things. So I've kind of been finding a lot of doilies lately, which is kind of a good thing. So this past weekend I found some more. I actually found quite a few more. And what I've been doing is coming home and sort of taking these doilies apart. So pretty much everything you see here, I'll kind of just show you. I have them all in a box. Are all pieces of doily that I have cut up. So they started, and now I feel bad because I don't even have one to show you. But they started off as, you know, large runners or regular size doilies for tables and that sort of thing. So if you could just imagine, you know, one of them made up of all these circles kind of crocheted together, you know, being held with smaller parts like these in between. So that's kind of these are kind of the doilies that I look for, something that I can easily cut apart, that keep their shape. And so these are some of the ones I found. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you would probably, if you were going to look, or even when you go to the thrift stores, you'd probably want to avoid, although this is really pretty, you really couldn't do much with it because of the way it's crocheted together. You would never get a complete circle out of it. You might right there, but then that's about it, or even that one, but you'd be cutting a lot away, and you don't, I mean, I wouldn't want to waste that. So that's probably something I don't take if I find. But these worked out really well, so I got so many. And I came home and I cut them apart for, I don't know, I probably spent like 2 hours doing it. So really, really beautifully made. They're nice and thick. Really sweet. So that's those, and the colors are beautiful. These are some of the white ones that I found. So this was, you know, sort of made up with all of these circles. They were so beautiful. But so that's what I did yesterday morning. or was it Friday? I'm not sure. But and then so I also used the centers. And I cut everything up. These are from a doilies I got maybe a month ago or so. And then there was a really interesting one that I had found, and it was sort of made up of these leaves. What I thought they looked like leaves, let's just say. And then some of it had like these little clusters of grapes attached, and then they were sort of being held together with these little flowers. There was like some trim around it, and there's some little, sorry, I can't really find them now. Anyway, there were little circles. I must have used them all. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. But so a whole bunch of parts with this one. So I just cut it all apart, and you know, I could use those for something. These are actually so beautiful. I love these. So I will show you what I've been working on. So I'll just get this humongous thing out of the way. I also got this container. It's actually a shelf. It was $2. So I just, I'm kind of using it right now to hold all of my doilies. And so, sorry, I'll show you what I have been working on. So I made a whole bunch of flowers. So these are large ones. So I just been layering up the different cut out pieces of doily and sort of mixing all the colors. So they're not necessarily just all white. So there's, you know, under there are the ones I showed you that I cut out. This one has some eyelash trim under it, just for a little bit more texture. So those, and there's one more large one here. There's some pom-pom trim there, and so I thought, you know, I could use them on the fronts of journals or for other projects. So here's a bunch more. I'll show you the medium-sized ones now. There's that one. And on some of them I used, you probably can't see, but I used tulle. Just a few layers of it there. There's a layer. So those. Here's some more medium-sized ones. I thought they came out super cute. I love them. It's nice to have things like this in your stash. Well, I think it is anyways, just so if you need something for a cover or a project, they're available and kind of handy. So there's some more. This one has eyelash trim on it, and this one has some more tulle. It's hard to see, but it's there. And then I made, so I had, and so those leaves that I showed you, I cut them apart again, and I kind of made like flowers with leaves. So that's that one. Whoops. So the other thing I wanted to say, that if you wanted to finish these off and kind of give them a little bit more stability, you probably could cut out a circle out of cardstock or something and finish off the backs. And the reason why I didn't, okay, sorry, before I tell you why I didn't, these are from AliExpress, these leaves here. Super pretty, and they were pretty cheap too. I don't remember how much they were, but I got them from AliExpress. And I thought they looked really sweet on there. So the reason why I didn't is because I wanted to keep them kind of flexible so that I could easily glue them down to something. I'm thinking I kind of would probably want them to sit relatively flat. So I just kind of avoided more bulk at the back with paper, but it's a good idea if you want to keep them strong. So there's another one with the leaves. And one more with just one leaf. And then there's some smaller ones. I love these teeny ones. They're so cute. So I'm excited to use them on my journals. And and the centers are just flat back pearls. These ones happen to be from Upside Down from Michael's. And then, I don't know, these were probably from Michael's too, but these are just the pearls with some silver trim. And I really wanted to use some of the buttons that I have found, but they kind of just didn't go with what I was doing here. So this is really not rocket science, but I'll just show you really quick what I did. So I took a doily that I liked, and in this case we'll just use a medium-sized one. And so there's that one, and then I took another one, so that's another one that I cut out, and I really love this color. So I'm just going to actually glue this one to this one. So oops. I'll just apply some glue to this. and I will stick it to the white one. I just try to center them up. And then, where did my other piece go now? It's hiding. And then I just took a smaller one, so for a center, and I will just apply some glue to that one. And I'm losing everything. Okay, and then I'll place that one in the center. And what I like to do while that glue is relatively hot is take a pencil and I'll stick it down into the hole there, and I'll kind of push the flower, press it kind of downward like this, while the glue is still warm. And kind of what that does is pushes the middle down so that it gives you a little bit of dimensionality, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So it kind of forces the middle flower to you know, sort of fold up a little bit so it looks a little more realistic and not so flat, if you can see that. Okay, so the only other thing left to do is apply some glue to the center. And then, you know, find a center that you like and just place it right in there. I give it a little press. And that's it. So easy to do. If you have doilies that you're not using, you know, for decoration in your home or whatever, or, you know, or like I said, if you go to thrift shops or garage sales, in my case, you know, look for stuff like this because you can get super creative, and then you'll have pre-made things, like I said, for your journals and books, and it's great. So if you wanted to, you could also put something back there, like this leaf. If you wanted to finish it off a little. So that's it. I hope you like this idea and give it a try. Go cut up your doilies and have some fun. And that's it. So I hope you guys are all well, and we will be talking to you real soon. I'll be back shortly with a sort of nature journal that I've been working on, and I'll be showing that to you guys soon. So take care, you guys. See you. Bye-bye.